What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the top tips for the Rivals Week in Pokemon Go. We have a lot of amazing shinies, a new raid boss, and a bonus that's going to be coming very soon. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about a new event in Pokemon Go? Because today what we are going to do is get into Rivals Week. Rivals Week, if you guys didn't already see my video where we talked about it, we have the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan returning with their shinies. So for anybody out there that participated in the Kanto event and really got bummed out that they didn't get one of these Pokemon, guess what? Now is going to be the time to make up for it because we have them out in the wild. So we are going to be hunting them down as well. I love those shinies. And always, when Kanto Pokemon do make their debut with the shinies back into events, I do suggest you guys get after them because, as I always say, guys, as we go forward, the events are really the only way to bring back these rarer spawns because they're so far back and we're into generation 6 right now, and that's generation 1, right? So that's a long time in between there, so we want to make sure that we hunt these as much as possible, especially when they are rare shinies such as the Hitmonlee and the Hitmonchan. So as far as the Rivals Week, let's get into all the information, is going to go from Tuesday, April 13th at 10 a.m. That's going to go all the way until Sunday, April 18th at 8 p.m. local time zone for everybody out there. So make sure to put your best foot forward out there. So let's check out the bonuses and everything to do with this event now. The bonus was originally supposed to feature Team Go rocket boosts in the stops as well as the balloons, but as of right now there is a error going on, some type of glitch or something, that this feature is no longer part of this event, which for me is kind of a bummer. I was excited to fight a lot of them. Number one, to get a lot of leader potentialities, some shiny, hopefully leader Pokemon, even though they're pretty rare for myself. And then finally stack up on some more 12-kilometer eggs, but hopefully they will fix and resolve this issue and get it back during this event space. The features of this event are going to include, in the challenge area, if globally all the trainers complete 40 million raids, it is active in there right now if you guys do check out, and it updates how many people on your nickname in your friends list are doing how many raids, which is kind of cool to see. You guys can compete different groups together to see who does more raids. If you're in a couple different groups, nickname them, and that nickname will show how many raids that group of nicknames has done. Kind of cool. We will be able to get 2 times catch Stardust, so the more raids in the faster quantity, and luckily this event is going to be on Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be raid hour, so I would think that by the end of Wednesday night, Hawaiian time zone, 7 p.m., we will pretty much have this bonus complete, and then we will all get 2 times catch Stardust. And although, you know, 2 times catch Stardust is not like the best because we just had 3 times catch Stardust, it's still 2 times catch Stardust, so you don't even need to use star pieces to still get an incredibly large amount of Stardust by just going out and playing a lot, catching a lot, and which will hopefully bring you guys more shiny because everybody's like, how do you get more shinies? Play a lot, catch everything for the more Stardust, and make the most out of every event by playing as much and encountering as much as possible. And then finally, we will have field research that is going to be going on as well, which we will check out. We are going to have 2 new Pokemon coming out from Gen 6. We do have Skrelp as well as Clauncher. These 2 Pokemon will be making their debut, so that's really exciting. We are going to have wild spawns. We are going to have 5-kilometer egg hatches that do encounter shinies, and we are going to have raid bosses as well, which we will check out in tips if it is going to be relevant and in your best interest. So with all that said, guys, let's start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be focusing on the spawns. I love these spawns because of the Hitmons. Hitmons, rare shinies, biggest priority for me in the event. Not only that, we do have ZANGOOSE and Seviper. And according to LeakDuck, in this information, they will be appearing globally during this event time, meaning everybody is going to have access to both Seviper as well as ZANGOOSE. So if it is not your regional, I suggest you guys get after it and hunt as many of these as possible. So let's go over all the spawns, and then we're going to switch over into which of these Pokemon are going to be relevant for PvP and what their stats are going to be. So first, we have Nidoran male and female, both have shinies out there. Love those shinies. They're really cool. Then we have both of the Hitmonlee and the Hitmonchan, guys. These guys are the priorities of the event for me. Hopefully they're priorities for you. They are rare shinies. A lot of the Kanto people, including myself, did not get one of these Pokemon. And if you didn't, or you only got one of them, now is a great time to make up for that. We are also going to have Electabuzz and Magmar. If you ever did miss their calm days, those Pokemon are going to be in here. We have Makuhita and Meditite. Meditite is a Pokemon that is going to go into Medicham. Medicham is going to be really relevant in the Great League, especially with the XL form, which we will check out here in a second. We also do have the ZANGOOSE as well as the Seviper that are going to be spawning globally, worldwide. Everybody's going to have access. Both of them have epic shinies. And then finally, the last two that are new Pokemon with no shinies are going to be Skrelp and Clauncher. So as far as all these Pokemon, which ones are going to be relevant in PvP and what are their stats going to be? And I'm going to put this in here just in case. We do have Electivire in the Shadow form. It's going to be ranked 58 in the Ultra League with Thunder Shock, Wild Charge, and Ice Punch combination. The 100% IV is going to be a 1-15-15, so if this does come back, please hunt as many of the electric tasks as possible. If Electivire, or Electabuzz for that matter, is going to be in those tasks, you are going to be able to get it from fighting against those Team Rocket. And the next Pokemon is going to be Meditite. Highly suggest you guys chase after this Pokemon. So it can be either two rankings in the Great League. It can be XL'd to be rank 1, or it can be non-XL'd to be rank 28. Both of them are going to have the same moveset of Counter, Ice Punch, and Psychic combination. If it's going to be XL, it's going to be 4-15-15. And then we do have ZANGOOSE in the Great League, ranked 93 with Shadow Claw, Close Combat, and Night Slash. 100% IV is going to be a 0-15-10 combination. And then it's also going to be really good in the Ultra League at an XL. In rank 43 with the exact same moveset that we just checked out. 100% IVs is going to be at level 48, 0-15-15. That one to power up to that level is going to require 236 XL candy to get it all the way to that level 48. So just pointing that out there, if you do want to catch it, trade over 100 kilometers, that's guaranteed another XL candy as well. A definitely good strategy, one of the best to make sure you're getting a lot of XL candy on top of just the catches and the transfers. So beyond that, guys, as far as the spawns goes, I definitely suggest that you guys, #1, prioritize hunting for the shinies like we talked about, because the ZANGOOSE, Seviper are going to be regionals. They are rare shinies relatively. And then also we have the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, and there's also great other shinies in there. So with all that said, guys, now let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2, let's briefly cover the eggs that are going to be coming out in 5 kilometers. So we do have some pretty cool Pokemon in here. We're also going to cover the 100% IVs as well. #1 Pokemon we do have in there is going to be Machop, 730. Remember, Machop goes into Machamp. It's a really relevant fighting type Pokemon, so that is definitely something to be in there. And then we have Tyrogue. Tyrogue, 100% IV is going to be 281. If you guys do want to check out my video where I talk about how to get each and every one of them, you can check it out up here, because having specific stats is going to evolve them into specific things. One quick overview to make sure you guys know. If the Tyrogue is going to have the highest attack value of all of its stats, it is going to be Hitmonlee. If it's going to have the highest defense, it's going to be Hitmonchan. And if it's going to be stamina, it's guaranteed to evolve into the Hitmontop. So if you do look at the evolution in the bottom, it will shadow which one it will evolve into, and if it has a question mark, such as 100% IV, that means it's going to be a random assortment, and obviously the Hitmontop would be the rarest of the 3 100% IVs, because Hitmontop is a very rare spawn in the wild, but it does spawn, but super rare. And then next we have Elekid, 689 is going to be the 100% IV, followed by the Magby. Magby 100% IV is going to be 756. Both of those Pokemon do have shinies. If you do hatch the shinies, highly suggest that you do not evolve them, because the baby shinies are always rarer because you can't catch them in the wild, you can only hatch. And the next is going to be Meditite. Meditite is going to be 396 100% IV at level 20. That one hatched at a 100% IV, or even slightly close to it, can be readily used right into the Great League at rank 28. So that is something to look forward to. And then we do have ZANGOOSE, 1381 is going to be the hatch 100% IV, and Seviper is going to be 1203. So as far as those guys go, really speaking, those guys are going to be used as far as candy from the XL and potentially shiny hatches. And as far as these eggs go, they are semi-relevant. They're pretty cool. The only thing I see here that does not say it's spawning in the wild, obviously the babies. #2 is going to be the Machop. Although we have had Machop Calm Day, most of us probably do have enough XL candy. So as far as these eggs, please make sure to analyze it to see if it's something that you do want to do. Me personally, I'm not super gung-ho about these eggs right now. There's nothing in there. Like, maybe if shiny Tyrogue was out and in here, it would definitely spark my interest. But as of right now, it's kind of a mediocre decision. For me, I'm going to pass and just hatch casually. But if you guys do have something in there that you want, please make sure to also scroll down to the new egg charts in the bottom of the egg incubator section when you go into that egg, and you can see which rarity of each of the Pokemon are going to be coming from those eggs to determine if it's going to be less rare or more rare, depending on if it's going to be at the top or the bottom of the egg hatch. So with all that said, guys, let's get on with it. It's time for tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be focusing on the field research tasks in Pokemon Go. So let's check those out right now, the 100% IVs, and if there's any ones out there that I really suggest that you guys get after to max out. And let's not forget that we have Hitmonchan as well. It's going to be ranked 21 in the Great League with the moveset of Counter, Close Combat, and Stone Edge combination. This Pokemon is going to be 26.5 level at 0, 14, 15. Unfortunately speaking, we are not going to be able to catch that because it's not a part of the event spawns. But additionally speaking, in order to get that, you're going to have to hatch a Tyrogue and then you're going to have to evolve it. And fortunately speaking, a 0, 14, 15 does have the stamina being the highest, so it would go into Hitmonchan. However, like, you got to trade it as well. So you can either evolve it into Hitmonchan and trade it, or you can just trade the Tyrogues and hope that one really dips down and keeps the stamina high so it can go into the Hitmonchan. But that is a that's a challenging one. And then finally we have the field research tasks as well. So the field research is going to catch 3 fighting type Pokemon for revives or potions. We can dump all of those. We have catch 15 fighting type Pokemon, which is going to be either a ZANGOOSE or a Seviper. Both have shiny potentials. That is going to be a great task for us to do. 1036 for the 100% IV on the ZANGOOSE. The Seviper is going to be 902. And then we have win a raid, which is going to be either a Skrelp or a Clauncher. Honestly speaking, they should be spawning in the wild, so I don't know if this is the task that I would really focus on, especially because it's going to kind of have a paywall in front of it as well. However, if you do, Skrelp is going to be 455 and Clauncher is going to be 466 for the 100% IVs. And the task everybody should be looking out for is going to be catch 6 fighting type Pokemon, which is going to give you a Hitmonchan or a Hitmonlee. The Hitmonlee 100% IV is going to be 1104 and the Hitmonchan is going to be 999. Both of those do have shinies. That is going to be the task. And then we have win in the Go Battle League, which is going to give you Lopunny energy, which is going to be 20 mega energy for your Lopunny. So those are all the research. Obviously, catch 6 fighting type Pokemon is the #1 priority. Do as many of those as possible, and it's a very easy cost to entrance to stack up on your odds to get you more of these specific Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan shiny potentials. And then also, if you guys do really want that win a raid task and you'd rather not do a raid for one of these, you could just stack up on 3 of them and then potentially get a better IV of these specific Pokemon that have just launched from Generation 6. Alrighty guys, those are the field research. So with all that said guys, as far as this event goes, shiny, rare, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, highest priority of the event. Not only that, raid quite frequently on the Wednesday. Use all your raid passes on the Landorus because during this time frame, if we do those 40 million global raids, we're gonna get 2 times catch Stardust, which is an additional bonus, and it's always a good time to get more Stardust. You will never be wrong by having too much Stardust in Pokemon Go. It is always gonna be to the best of your abilities. And then obviously we also do have Mankey. This week is going to be 2 times evolution XP, so looking out for those Pokemon if it hasn't already happened in your area, which are going to be Pidgey, Weedle, Caterpie, Wishmer. Anything that's going to be 12 candy per evolve is going to be the best Pokemon to use, because if you do catch that Pokemon on a Pineapple Berry, you're getting 6 candy for that Pokemon. It takes 12 to evolve. You get 1 back, so that's 7 total candy cost towards that one, so you're only spending 5, and then you transfer it, you're only spending 4 candy per evolve on those 12 per evolve Pokemon if you did use a Pineapple Berry on those Pokemon, and you can pop a lucky egg and hit that. So this is a great time. Shinies from this Clauncher Clawitzer as well as the Skrelp and Dragalge are going to be great Pokemon to get after as well. And one more thing, once the Stardust bonus goes into effect, you guys, hunting out there in the weather conditions, finding all the Pokemon that do have these circles on the bottom with the weather conditions is going to be an amazing thing for you guys to hunt after, especially when there's going to be cloudy weather because of how many fighting type Pokemon there are going to be during this Rivals Week, and they're all going to be boosted. It's going to be great. Not only that, catching the 2nd and 3rd tier evolution Pokemon is going to be amazing as well. Those are going to produce more Stardust, such as things such as the Loudred and other things like that. So make sure to hunt 2nd evolution Pokemon, be checking out your maps, and then hunt during the weather conditions. That's going to boost most of the Pokemon that are going to be all around your area. So guys, thank you for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.